I used to think once you get bread, you good. I used to think, bruh get money, he good. But it doesn't solve all problems, right? It don't make your marriage better, your health
Sometimes it
better.
make it worse. I realized after acquiring my dream home that having 8 cars in my driveway, I was just existing because I didn't have the high that I had when I first acquired those things. Without an anchor, you got to ship in the middle of the ocean, so it can get ugly. That anchor is what's going to keep you safe. I feel like a part of an anchor is having structure. Go ahead and really lose the weight and keep it off this time. So I went from 251 to 205 now.
You know, you hear when you see billionaires and you listen to them and they just say, trust the process. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
man, it's
honest to God, Carl, I'm not even joking. How long did it take
to get it popping?
I'm saying to where you felt like, all right, this thing is like, we working, it's in motion.
When did you come again though? What's the year? 2006?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2006, yeah.
So from 2006 to, I would say, and I don't know the date, but I remember we went to, EU and I went to Scottsdale to do something with BK, and right around that time where I might be early with BK or something else in Scottsdale, but we got a call from the Pistons.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is happening.
Right? but again.
Yeah, what year was that though?
I'm saying that had to have been 4 or 5 years in, bro.
I was gonna say 2010.
Yeah.
Again, if we were going off of where's the money, bro, we would have quit a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it was the process.
Secret to Success Podcast, baby.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What's going on, y'all? What it do?
One property away, Dr. King is in the building.
Let's go, dog. One property
away. Yeah, that's true. Away from what, Mom?
Away from what? You tell me. I'm one property away from retiring from my job. I've been working for the last 20 years, and my kids just going into college, so I got another 5 years to go. I'm one property away. That one property could cover their tuition.
So easy.
Yeah.
What you one property away from? $1 billion.
No, one property away from a new mindset. Yeah, a new mindset, bro. Yeah, we'll get into it if you want to later, but I know you got something you want to, so let's get into it.
I really was just, I want to do something for the last time. I'm going to set the record straight. Okay, I wrote it down. Because, no, I just want to, because people get confused with this whole thing. So I want to look in the camera. This is now the bylaws for everybody asking. So I got pissed the other day because a young fella called me OG. All right, so listen, I'm 42. Okay, I'm not one of them people that run from my age. I love being 42. Hey, I feel fantastic. I wouldn't want to be nowhere else. But the standard is the standard.
Standard is the standard.
So I want to set the record once and for all, and I have the demographics.
We got an
in
anchor
what you
for
should
this
be
ball.
called.
We got an anchor for age.
Yes.
Okay.
We got an anchor.
All right. Unc starts at 40.
Okay.
All right. And for those of y'all 40 and under, 40 to 35. Let me do this again. Let me start over. Let me just, because I should have done 35, 40.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
35 to 39, big bro. 35 to 39. Hey, what's up, big bro? Cool.
I can see that.
40 to 50 is Unc. Tomorrow you
50.
still Unc.
I'm still
50.
Unc.
You still Unc.
Yeah. We Unc.
We Unc.
Yeah.
at 50.
Elder?
OG.
OG. Okay.
OG starts at 50.
Okay.
All right? 50.
I think some people start calling me OG before 50. I need to get.
They not right.
No,
they not in
A
alignment.
couple years back.
They not in alignment. Pops
Ooh.
start at 60.
Okay.
60 is Pops. So you 59, you could still be OG.
Yeah.
60 is Pops. 67, Papa. All right? And on. It's
Okay,
just
I
Papa.
thought, okay,
67
Papa, I love it, but I've
to the
heard
end
some
is
other
Papa.
people use the term elder.
That's church.
church.
Yeah, that's church.
Ain't nobody on the street calling you elder.
No. You think
What up, elder?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
When he talking about when he was a little chap running around in the cotton fields, they said respect your elders.
Here's my question, though.
Yeah.
I don't know your age, and you look like crap. Who bear responsibility for that?
Well, here's the thing. I'm just giving the criteria, generally speaking.
For that.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
So if you-
I would like to think that I don't look a day
Well, we
over
saying for those
42.
that-
You
No,
know what
But I'm just saying,
For those that-
you 37 and you looking like
Well,
53.
you have to bear responsibility.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, somebody call you.
This is just the standard
Yeah,
across
if
the
you
board.
30 and you look 50,
Yeah,
you got to just go.
you can't.
What is it? OG.
Yeah,
Yeah, you gotta take that.
35
Yeah.
to 40, big bro.
Bro.
40 to 50, 50 to 60 is OG. Pops after 60. 67 starts Papa.
Papa Bear.
Just Papa.
What's the unk again? 40
to 50.
40 to 50 is
But I mean, it's so many different demographics between 40 to 50, dog.
Yeah, but I still
I'm
feel
just
like you
saying.
unk in there. You 48. You like,
Right,
oh,
but somebody
what's up,
that's
unk?
like somebody that's 48, you call me unk, but then you call somebody that's 40 unk. I'm kind of getting offended, bro. I put my stripes
told you.
down.
Hey, listen,
I
I told you.
You don't sit. You don't
Once
make
you
that
hit
noise
40,
when you
that's
sit
it.
down. Yeah.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying? You
it's
make
a
it
hit.
past 45.
48 is the same.
it's a hit. Same thing.
I say 45 to 50.
It's a hit, bro. Once you hit,
difference.
no. You want senior unk?
I don't know, bro. I just
Senior,
get better enough. I don't know. You 45, right?
45, yeah.
A little bit different when you sit down now.
Let me tell you something. That's the only thing Maul got over me is that he always gonna be older than me. So yesterday we sitting at the table.
Hey.
Now he told me my whole life. Wait till you hit 40. Now you go. So now I'm in my 40. He talking about whoa. 46 is when you
Right.
I'm like, bro, I can't win.
gotta keep-
I
it's
can't
different
win. I cannot
different
win.
levels. Then when
So
I hit
I just
50,
wanted to
it's gonna
set
be
the
over.
timetable. Carl, chop this up and put it on Instagram so I can let y'all forever know that for the young fellas out there, you just randomly calling somebody OG and they 36. You are not an OG at 36. Okay, so that's the criteria. So man, a few things that I wanted to talk about. I'll let. Matter of fact, you said you had something first that you wanted to.
It don't have to do with your thing.
No, it did.
Oh, so for me, Mo, I was just saying,
yeah, come on,
literally, you go, I don't know what you just said, but like, what's before nephew? I mean, what's before that?
Big bro.
Big bro. And then
Okay.
before that is YN.
Yeah, so I feel like, I feel like if you have a long career and you're successful, I've gone more from being excited about active income to now want to only do passive income.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm one property away, and I have properties already.
Yeah.
So I'm not necessarily saying one property in terms of I need another property. And of course I need another property, but I need another property. No, I'm saying I need my next property to usher me into the mindset of passive income. And what I mean by that is, and I was talking to Carl yesterday, and we were just talking about different organizations with that. And I was like, yo, here's what you have to understand. There are some companies that are doing what they're doing because all their energy is in that. And so I think sometimes people who are not where they want to be, Maul, in some areas, is they might be doing a 33 and a third, 33 and a third, 33 and a third in terms of the energy they put into something. So you're not going to necessarily get the same thing a dude who put 100% energy in a thing. So even though I might be doing passive income, I'm not really doing passive income. You feel me? Like my whole heart, my whole mind, my whole soul is not in it.
Yeah.
It's just like, yo, I know this is something good to do. I don't want to be left out in terms of, I just don't want to be left out. Like, I know this is something that you've been doing. It's something you've taught us. I know it's a part of the American fabric, and it's something that's important. But I think, Maul, as I've gotten older, when they say 50s, I see now why so many people become either multi-millionaires in their 50s or billionaires in their 50s, because you know you're on the back nine, and so you're not giving energy to certain things. And so for me, it's like, no, you've been passively doing passive income. You've not aggressively been doing it. So for me now, it's like that same energy you had with, yo, I'm making, you know, see, I always talk about it. We started with the vending machine. Then it was like, I would make 1,500. Then it was 5,000. So I spent most of my energy more on how much money can I make on stage? Like, that's been my thing. Like, that's been my championship ring. Like, okay, so now it's like, no. You can't put 100% energy into this and put 100% energy into that. And so now I'm getting to the point where I think, you know, Prime Time made a, and I believe he made the statement. I saw it on the internet. So sometimes the internet is true, sometimes it's not. I think it's accurate.
You're kidding.
Yeah, right. but he was saying, they were talking about, you know, Shiloh and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers thing. And what I read, he said, my kid's gonna be successful with or without, you know what I'm saying? But NFL, like, that's not, you know what I'm saying? It ain't contingent upon the NFL, right? And so for me, it's like, if that statement's gonna be true for you, you can't keep dominating from the stage, because your kids may not be able to dominate from the stage. Jalen may not be able to do that. Jada may not be able to do that. I don't know. I don't even know if they going in that direction, to be honest with you. But they can dominate with 100 house portfolio. They can dominate with, you know, a nursing facility. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm telling y'all about. Like, I get it. Certain stuff, listen, you may not be this good looking. You know, like, let me tell you something.
Look at the camera. Look at the camera.
This charisma, this is God-given, baby. Let me tell you something.
Oh, you sound like
Maul, you can be taught with Maul.
Where is the violin at right now? Where's the violin?
What Maul got is just numbers. This is God-given. So that's why I love Maul. Because you too can be Maul.
Hey, I'm just gonna relax. Let me tell you what God-given look like. Let me show you what God-given looks like. I'm just saying.
In all seriousness, man, like, you, man, this is the, like, okay, so if I really, like, man, I'm 42 now, y'all. If you will.
43.
Listen,
right there.
Right. And I'm saying, here's the thing, though. You realize, bro, y'all understand how pissed I was when E told me to meet him at the office, and I thought I was about to get the blueprint to millions of dollars, and he told me to stop having sex. I'm just telling you, like, what I realized, like, but I'm young, I'm 22. And I'm like, at the time, I'm like, bruh, I'm trying to blow up. And I'm like, if you become the right person, everything comes to you. And I see that now. Like, it's hard to see, but it's like, I'm teasing Maul, but I'm saying, like, because Maul is the right human, it don't go like, oh, I'm going to get all this information and you're just the wrong human, and some kind of way it don't work out for you. So it's like when we telling you this stuff, and when E says, oh, y'all need to be at Anchored, and some of you might be like, oh, well, I need to go to the financial event. And it's crazy because you can go there and you still going to be in last place. It's because of who we've become that we've attracted everything else. And that's what is, again, that part of it I haven't figured out. And I think we do a decent job, but I'll be honest, as a brander in charge of this ship, I still don't think I've done the best job making that look sexy. It's hard to do because I'm telling you, listen, where are all the people who's supposedly doing real estate independent? They gone, bro. Maul the only one still, not only, but you know what I'm saying. Maul still, I'm just saying, Maul still in and out of properties every single day, sending his portfolios, properties, rehab it every single day.
Every day.
But the problem is, because you don't want to do the work to become the right person, you want to find the cheat code to the millions without making yourself the person who attracts the millions. So you listen to people online who go, hey, look, I can show you how to make. No, I'm just being real. If you're not the right person, I can't show you nothing. I can't show you nothing. Let me tell you something. Oh, I'm about to get, all right, give me just ISO real quick.
Come on. Set a pick.
No.
Look.
Set a pick for him.
He tapped into his 43.
No, listen.
He looked like,
Tap into it.
come on, now.
No, listen. This is a true story. So we've together built several very successful companies. I would argue that I want everybody to listen to what I'm saying. One of the best ideas I've ever had in my life, ever, that is for sure a multi-million-dollar operation, because I didn't have the time to do it like that, I gave it to somebody that I love. And I said, here's the idea, here's the money to fund it, you're in charge. This idea, I want you to listen to what I'm telling you. This idea was better and had more potential to make more money than I believe almost any other idea that I ever had. That we won with, by the way. All right, everybody with me. So we won millions of dollars with this idea that wasn't as good as the idea that I have over here, but it wasn't nothing that I had the time or energy or want to run. So I gave it to the person with the entire blueprint. Here's how you do it. This is what I want you to do. And let's say we put up I don't know how much we gave that, 10 grand maybe, 10, 20 grand, just to get it going and, the whole nine. To this day, we are in debt 10, 20 grand and have not made one dime. I'm just being real. This is a true story. I'm not making this up. Have not made one penny. Not only have we not made one penny, we haven't even made our initial investment back. This individual who I love and is a good person, but not an executor, right? Just can't get it done. No anchor, drifting, not a bad person. Not like, I don't want to make it seem like this is a bad human, right? But just has not learned the internal skills, the dog that it takes to be able to get something off the ground. And we never made a dime from it. And that was 2 years ago. So this is why I'm telling you, you can run around and get all the information. It's nothing that Mark can send you Make Real Estate Real tomorrow and you're going to be broke in a year. You will be broke in a year because most of y'all, one, ain't going to go through it thoroughly. You're going to start and do 20%, 19%. Right. Then you're going, when it get hard and you go, okay, I'm ready to start, and you get hard and you get your deposit money and you got to make a decision between getting that new car or investing in something, you're going to make it. So if you're not the right person, so when we're talking about anchored and we're talking about making sure you come get fed and become the right person, once you become the right person, now you can line up all those dominoes. So the reason I was saying that you can do stuff correct, but not in the right order. So you can have, I'm going through Make Real Estate Real. But if you have not made yourself an executor, it's not going to matter. Yeah. If you have not made yourself somebody who's capable of standing up against hard times, if you haven't made yourself somebody who's capable of not looking sweet in front of their friends, again, I'm rolling with E. I got homies that's doctors. I got homies that's doing it. And they like, I'm seeing them on Jamaica with their wives. And I'm cool with that. Again, I told you, you got to be okay with going forward, even when your forward don't look like forward to everybody else. So me not taking a vacation and saving my bread and working and making sure I'm locked in with E and Carl and we doing what we're supposed to be doing to build this, those are the things that eventually allowed us to acquire and keep. And so that's my point. E is like, bro, I apologize to you because I used to be frustrated early on, like, bro, this is the slow train. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I see these other gurus and stuff, bro. They like,
but grinding
come
every
down and make
day.
$1 million tomorrow. And I'm like, E. And E was like, yo, paint the fence, bro.
8 o'clock tomorrow
and I'm like,
morning.
I don't want to paint no more fences. And then finally, when we started to become, man, we just attract. And I'm telling you now, man, let me tell you something, bro. I promise y'all. You know the greatest thing about where we're at right now, and I promise you, this ain't like everybody like, oh, y'all in Ghana, you going to Egypt, y'all traveling, you doing tours overseas. Let me tell you something. The greatest thing about work right now for us is I only got to work with the people I love. I promise you, bro. I'm talking about, bro, you could be a trillionaire, bro. That don't even move me, bro. I'm not even trying to be funny. I ain't the richest person in the world, I promise you. But I'm comfortable, but I'm just letting you know. The biggest flex I got right now, like financially or in terms of business, is being able to say, oh, my crew right here, and I don't have to do nothing else I don't want to do. I ain't got to be desperate, and I ain't got to chase
both of them, because you made it seem like it's one. Do both of them. The first one is you only have to
work with the people I love,
and second, you only have to
do what I want to do.
Do the work you want to do.
That's it. No, I'm saying that's my biggest flex, bro. Yeah. I promise you, like, it's stuff that come across my table all the time. Oh, see, I'm talking about big wig, whatever. And maybe I'll come to the fellas and be like, hey, is this something we want to? And if everybody ain't on the court, I don't care. Bro, I literally wake up and do what I love doing. But I'm telling you, I had to become this version of myself to where like I told Carl the other day, bro, as close as me and Maul are, don't get it twisted. Maul know I will bust somebody's head for him. You understand what I'm saying? That don't have nothing to do with I'm the right person for him. Mm-hmm. So he know, bro, I could turn around and trust that side of the field is covered. Do you know what a relief that is when you know, okay, I told y'all, as a defensive coordinator, you like, well, we don't even got Dion on that side,
right, blitz,
so don't even worry about it.
Exactly.
We can do anything else we want to do. And I'm telling you, that's what it's like to have a circle and become the right people, is because, I tell E all the time, bro, as much as I talk on here and big and bad, and y'all would, CJ, whatever, I told E when we on the 500 episode, bro, just knowing you got E, dog, like, that's like being like, yo, you got Ray Lewis in the middle linebacker in the prime, just like you can make a mistake and you still good.
You know what's so funny though, man? Like, and I want y'all to hear this. For all the one negative thing about being me is that I've been around for a long time. That's the negative part. So I see so much. Mm-hmm. Like, I've been around for a while.
You've earned OG.
Yeah. So I gotta see foolishness, and it ain't even on me, because I try to explain to people, you have to understand I mastered speaking. If this falls apart tomorrow, bruh, I make millions of dollars speaking. Yeah. I don't care if I do real estate or nothing else.
Right. You know you got that.
I got speaking, bruh. Like, I don't have to do anything online. Like, because, people hit me up, I see these people doing this online. Bruh, that's like Zig Ziglar, if he was alive, Bob Proctor was alive, all they got to do is speak, bruh. That's all I have to do. But I'm talking to those of you who are bitter, who are hurt, who are online talking crazy. Mm-hmm. Do you understand that 90% of the people that work with me could be in the same situation that CJ's in right now? You know what happened? Because it wasn't working the way you thought it should work, you sabotaged it. Mm-hmm. Bro, that's the thing that be killing me. It's like, you sabotaging your own. I'm not changing. I'm not doing nothing different. Like, I'm human. But a lot of times when people be like, oh, you ain't perfect. Bro, that's your method. I don't never say that as a speaker. Mm-hmm. Don't nobody control my speaking. Mm-hmm. I ain't pissed at nobody. I ain't got no attitude with nobody. I speak. And I kill speaking. And so I don't have to answer to nobody. I don't have to do nothing. I'm saying, you sitting here arguing when we gave you a project and you blew it, right? Or I got a conversation with somebody today. It's like, yo, you know why I'm so happy for you? Because you finally got out of your way and out of your head. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And so you don't even realize it, but when you in your head, one, you saying stuff out loud, and you got to understand, these are my people. Mm-hmm. You don't even have your own people. These are my people that you communicate with, my people that you talking to. So when you saying stuff off the wall and you want to know why they not following you, because they my people and they hear what you saying. I never said nothing to you about what you were saying. I never even said nothing to you about it. But you're pissed on why they not, because you're talking about their leader in a way, you taking jabs at I'm their leader, bruh. At the end of the day, I'm the person that they feel like they're connected to, right? So you're self-sabotaging. So every time you say something negative, number two, you let people know when you talk like that you're not down like four flats, and now they're pulling you away. Oh, yeah. You created your own thing. I'm a speaker. I don't have to answer. I don't even have to answer to my wife. I am a speaker. That's what I do. That's what I get paid for. And I don't say this to brag, but I'm so dope that even in a negative situation, I was still able to pay my bills and other people's bills. I don't got no issues. I pay your bills, my bills, your insurance, my insurance. I'm good. But with the part that CJ said, he did not allow himself to be self-sabotaged, that when he didn't understand what was going on, he still showed up.
Yeah.
And then he ended up getting what was his. Now watch this. Because he stayed true to the game, he got his own stuff, Carl, that I don't even got nothing to do with. There are plays that he has and things that he does that don't got nothing to do with me.
It's a natural evolution of
just staying with the whatever. Yeah. And so now we get to a point where I was telling him on the mastermind this morning, bro. Bro, I've grown, bro. I'm teaching Cracker Barrel. And I'm saying, yo, the one mistake I see that Cracker Barrel
said, never mind, we was just kidding. We gonna put the old white man back on the logo.
You feel me? But I'm gonna tell you why.
They got punked
This is what I told my people. I said, no. Here's what you have to understand. You gotta stop listening to people who ain't coming to your restaurants. Bro, I'm just being real, bro. I'm just being real. That's what we on. I'm just trying to. In the mastermind
that's
today,
they think that you're talking about restaurant. Go.
I was teaching them that, bro. What Cracker Barrel is doing wrong is they are infatuated with a group of people that don't even
go to the restaurant.
They don't even go to your restaurant.
But tell the truth, when you go to Cracker Barrel, I do feel a little strange because I be in that joint. I ain't gonna lie. And we drove. Remember we drove to Michigan one time. Boy, we stopped at a Cracker Barrel somewhere, and I said, "Yeah, this is the original." But that was cool. I ain't gonna lie.
But here's what I'm saying,
I was in there. I said,
I'm not even talking about a racial thing. Bruh, listen to me. It's a barrel on the thing. Bruh, y'all young, so I don't even know if y'all know. That's like beyond my generation, but I was connected to it because of my grandmother.
What's the barrel mean?
Bruh, that's some Little House on the Prairie stuff. That's some, that's some
I don't know.
Back in the day stuff. Like that's my grandmother watched them Westerns. Yeah. The barrels in the Western movies.
So are we supposed to be going to Cracker Barrel or not? I don't never know, but I'm just.
I do like them pancakes.
Okay, but hear what I'm saying though. I'm saying they created a industry for a group of people. My grandmother's people. But bruh, there's no. First of all, it was 1969. Tennessee is when it first started. Mall. Nobody in Chicago was going to it. Nobody in Detroit. Bro, there wasn't even I don't know if it's.
Yeah, you remember like we used to take road trips and go to Florida and we'll be like, Cracker Barrel. There's one on every single exit.
But get what I'm saying. Why most of you, it's so funny, bro. I'm going to just say it this way. I have so many people that work for me that got self-sabotaged because they're listening to people who don't even work for me. Bruh, I'm not even saying you wrong. If you go over there and they're going to pay your bills, they're not even paying your bills. They're just having a conversation. Cracker Barrel made some changes trying to get a generation that does not even go to Cracker Barrel, bruh. I'm just being real with you. I've never heard Jalen or Jada go, I want to go to Cracker Barrel. So what they did was go, hey, we want to make sure that we're seen as diverse. I promise you, they said about 700 and something million to rebrand, to only do what? Go back doing what who wanted them to do. The people that come to the restaurant.
Because because they stock tanked immediately because people was like, bro, nobody asked.
What are y'all doing?
But do you understand what I'm saying, Mark? Do you understand all the money, the time they switched some restaurants up. Now I'm gonna tell you, when I was doing my homework, and I really studied them, I was like, oh, okay, y'all might think they whatever, but they not. They are really the first Buc-ee's, bruh. That's what they are.
Yeah,
they're the first
one-stop shop,
bro.
One-stop shop
for that group of people.
Yeah.
So Buc-ee's is only different because it caters to it's got the lights. Bro, wasn't nobody doing no lights in 1969. Lights wasn't popular. Right. In this generation, you sit in the studio, everybody try to get lights. Wasn't nobody getting lights. Your church back in the day, bro, your church was whatever the lights was in the top. Now you go to a church, bro, the lights are a part of the.
Absolutely.
So when Cracker Barrel created itself, it wasn't on that. Guess what, though? Buc-ee's looked at what they did. Buc-ee's got the same thing they got. The reason why you don't see it as the same thing as Cracker Barrel, because they got a big whatever. They got a
No,
beaver.
we do.
No.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, I don't know.
You be at Buc-ee's with it.
When I'm saying people who go to Buc-ee's aren't on, you don't have people going, it's a racial thing. People of all colors, if you Southern, it's a Southern thing that everybody who's in the South, like, you got to go to Buc-ee's. But it's the same thing. Candy.
You think because they got brisket in there.
It's the same.
It's the same thing. Brittle chocolate and all that.
The way they set it up is different. So I'm just saying.
But the beaver look a little bit more racially ambiguous than the white man sitting at the table.
You feel me?
With the whip.
The beaver brown?
Yeah, right. Yeah, he is.
He is a brown beaver.
He's a brown beaver. But I'm just saying.
Oh, the brown beaver. Yeah, the beaver brown.
I'm just saying, y'all have
brown
to be careful. Yeah, you got to be careful. Why, Ma? You just change everything for a group of people that don't support you.
Don't support you.
And so guess what you did now? Now you go back to the original.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're listening to the people that so just make sure the people that's coming that you listening to, they really support you.
Hey fam, you heard us talk about anchors, margin for error, and why so many people are drifting without stability in their money, marriage, health, and fame. Join us September 20th, the Anchor Conference, Atlanta, Georgia, as we go even deeper into what it truly means to be anchored. Get your tickets today and experience it for yourself, because without anchors, you drift.
It's my time. It's my turn.
Next Level will change your life.
This is my time.
Everything is here.
It's a dream come true.
Blown away. It's a must-see.
What's up, London? We on the way, y'all. Look, y'all ain't gotta come to us.
It's your girl, Hayley Melinda, and I'm bringing the big boys. Jeremy Anderson, Eric Thomas, the #1 motivational speaker in the world, Jamal King. Listen, I don't need to chat too much. We even got CJ coming, man. Listen, we're gonna show up and show out.
We'll see y'all in a few. Let's go.
Hey, I'm promising you, I have been looking at this. Y'all thought this was just something motivational that speakers use. No, this is what I look at now to say, Carl, you would be a fool. And I can be transparent, y'all. I was one of the people that had like, man, what is going on? That had doubts and questioned, and that people came to. And I'm looking at this diagram like, bro, we used to talk on this 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Bro, 20 years ago, Ma.
Still.
Bro, can you imagine somebody put in all that work?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm just saying, wherever you are in your life, bro, you work to get where you are. Most of y'all, if you're serious and you're a good human being, you work to get where you are, and you're going to let somebody say, you're going to let somebody tell, like, bro, it don't, I'm just sitting back looking at this like, bro.
Yeah, you know what? That graphic is deep, but I think the graphic that needs to be shown, Carl, that's even more true than that one, and hopefully y'all see it. Y'all know it. It's the diamond thing where my man is digging and he like one more hit away from all the diamonds breaking. I think the imagery that needs to be shown that most people struggle with though is hitting it, and then walking away, and then letting it build back up, and then come back and hitting it, and then walking away, and it build back up. Does that make sense?
I hadn't seen that one.
Well, that's mine.
Yeah. Oh.
That's me. Yeah,
that's the
me.
God-given.
Yeah,
that's the God-given.
It's me again, Lord. Just want to say thank you. So,
yeah, I got you.
But no, I'm just saying because
most put in the work.
That's what I'm saying. But most people start and stop.
Yeah.
It's like you think about it. It ain't really hard to lose weight.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep it off. You get charged up on the first, like, hey, we going in. Bye. It's hard to keep it off.
Yeah.
And so most people would just dig, stop, and then the dirt fill back up, and then you dig, and you go like, man, why is it not working? And I'm saying that in order to have that true that's why I say you got to become the right person, because again, when you're the right person, listen, and you're not just listen, man. All this stuff that y'all think is cliche, man, and it kills me because you hear when you see billionaires, man, you listen to them, and they just say trust the process. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
man,
if you were not focused on the reason we blew up again, how long did it take? Honest to God, Carl, I'm not even joking. How long did it take
to get it popping?
I'm saying, to where you felt like, all right, this thing is like, we working, it's in motion.
The first.
When did
I
you
would
come
say,
again, though? What's the year? 2006?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2006, yeah.
So from 2006 to, I would say, and I don't know the date, but I remember we went to, EU and I went to Scottsdale to do something with BK. And right around that time where I might be early with BK or something else in Scottsdale, but we got a call from the Pistons. Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is happening.
Right. but
again, what year was that, though?
I'm saying that had to have been 4 or 5 years in, bro.
I was going to say 2010.
Yeah. Again, if we were going off of where's the money, bro, we would have quit a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it was the process. And it's like, yo, again, if you fall in love with the process, again, I told y'all the crazy thing. When Candace retired, she just said, yo, I'm about to start a garden. And I was like, all right. I didn't know you knew nothing about gardening. But anyway, she planted the cucumbers, and I promise you, same dirt, same soil, same nutrients, same watering, same sunlight, same everything, and you would have a whole full-size cucumber and one that ain't even popped out the ground yet. But guess what? She kept watering, and eventually all of the seeds, but it's like, yo, you get to a point where you start, I told you, the thing, and the God blessed us, the thing we didn't have is we didn't have comparison to look and see who else already had their seed come to fruition. We wasn't looking at that, bro. I'm telling you, back in the day, there wasn't no Instagram, so we didn't know. We didn't know.
I'm gonna speak to the people, right? The 99%ers. Now, it's the school system that mess us up. It's the jobs that mess us up. I'll never forget, bro. I was proud to be a cop. When I tell you, E, I got that, man. My parents put that badge on me, bro. Bro, I had, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I was
certificate.
Rightfully so.
It was even though I didn't make it to the league, I still felt like I belonged to another squad.
What? Don't do the police league like that. You did make it.
That came around a couple years later.
Don't say you didn't make it to the league. You're in the Hall of Fame now.
I'm in the Hall of Fame with the police league. But, you know what I'm saying?
How many sacks? Thank you, guys. How many sacks in one game?
Oh, 16, bro. 16 sacks. I got it on tape. Got it on tape.
16 sacks in the game.
Play with me if you want.
The first.
Hold on, man. Let me get on track, bro. We're trying to deliver somebody. The company, right? The job system. When I was the police officer, I remember, you got a lot of guys that become police officers. They ain't doing nothing. They just kind of, milking the system, right? I remember, man, I came out of there and I was humping, bro. I was working. I'm talking about, I'm the first one inside of a building, burning building. I'm the first one in there. Shots being fired. Everybody running away from the shots. I'm going to the shots. I'm like, yo, police running my blood. I remember, man, some guys, bro, shots fired, you call them for assistance, they will never show up. They will never even show up. They just, whatever, they chilling. On the 1st and the 16th is when we get paid. No matter what I did, I got shot at. Kid took a shot at me multiple times. And the guy who was just in his car sleeping, we got the same paycheck.
We got a similar story. We could speak to that.
We got the same, bro. How's that make you feel? I said, mindset.
Yeah.
So it's like people, you just getting paid no matter what. And I think a lot of people take that same kind of mentality because, parts in school.
Yeah.
Our gym class. I remember I was the fastest one. I'm talking about it in grade school. We used to do little track things. I remember I used to take pride in that. I used to always want to get my little ribbon or whatever. I used to whoop everybody. And then at the end of the class, when they give out the awards, they was giving everybody a participation award. So everybody, no matter what you did, you got an award. So you didn't have to run as fast as me. I'm sweating. I got it. I'm in my school clothes and I'm sweating because I'm running. I'm taking it. How I take it serious. I was taking the police department football serious. I take it serious. But they still hand out participation awards. And so you take that mentality as a kid where you're just getting an award for participating. And then all of a sudden, as an adult, you work in a company, a 9 to 5, and they're giving you a paycheck
just to participate.
Just because you participate.
Regardless of what you do.
Across what you do in life, you're always getting something for being a good participant. Yeah. But then all of a sudden now you getting into the entrepreneur world and stuff like that.
You get married and you ain't getting rewarded for just coming home.
You ain't getting rewarded for just, you got to put in that work. And a lot of people, bro, they just stealing that. Yo, I should get rewarded just for participating, bro. What you mean I got to put in work? Yeah. So
they ain't just saying, Dad, you just came home. We're going to be great family. You got to put in work. But you don't know how because like you said, you've been told this is regardless, you go to work. And again, I see it all the time. I tell people this all the time. Like, yo, I wish the check that you get, I wish that check was guaranteed.
Yeah.
But whether you see the process or not, there's something that's happening to get that check. And if it's not happening,
you're going to not get it. So that's the part I'm focused on. I'll never be focused on the money. I'm always focused on, what is the printing process? Like, how does this get printed? And then how does it get to and one of the things that I know is that you can't get what he said, work who you want to work with and do what you want to do. You can't get to that if you don't understand that you have to diversify.
Yeah.
Like anytime you got to get one check from one person, that might be too much power for that one person. Like, I just ain't seen a lot of bosses or people. When we was at Michigan State, I ain't really see them knowing that we was getting that check, and that was the only check really I was getting, or they thought. They treat you a certain way. I'm just trying to tell you, when you Tom Brady, it's like, you can win. You can win championship. So, then you go to Tampa and you win one.
Still win.
It's like, okay, we're gonna treat you differently because it looks like you can win with or without us. And I learned that quick. I learned when you relying on one source. Now you might be in a good situation where you got somebody that's gonna take care of you, not gonna take advantage of. But even with that person, if you just keep coming to work and you just getting the check and you're not helping with the process, you're going to burn. I said it. Where's the camera at? Where's that camera?
Look right here.
Is that camera right there?
Look right here.
Listen to me very closely. I'm going to say this to you, and please don't take this the wrong way. When they start liquidating, the first person that gets liquidated is the most neediest person. Listen to me very closely. If you're in a marriage and you needy, listen to what I'm trying to tell you. People don't need needy people. I just want you to understand that. Don't nobody need somebody that's needy. If you're around, it's because they care for you and they love you, but they don't need you. So when you start liquidating, the first thing that goes is the thing that's not needed. You want to put yourself in a position where you're not needy. You want to put yourself in a position where you're always an asset, where when people start going, okay, bro, I'm not lying. My wife, we sitting down, okay, the more educated you get, the more dangerous it becomes. I'm sitting down with the lawyer doing trust. We going through stuff, and my wife is like, hold up, you make how much? Where's the money at? Like, I'm looking at the bank now. I don't see, when she was working, she had time to look at the bank. When she stopped working and she was at the crib, and then she started getting involved, because I was like, get involved. She's like, okay. She's like, hold up. You told me you made 150 grand on stage. It's not in my bank account.
It ain't there.
Where's the money at? Well, we paying. And I'm going to tell you, people mess themselves up without knowing. People start complaining, and Didi was like, if you complaining and we paying you, just goddamn, it don't even make sense. It was my wife that was like, hold up, y'all not happy?
Yeah.
I'm not happy, and my money's going out. So why paying them in the first place?
Oh, see, I'm all about that life.
And my wife was like, why are y'all even doing ETA? Just speak, and we could make millions of dollars with you just speaking. So I'm saying, at some point, when you do what Maul's saying, and you just coast, at some point, coasting turned into mildew. It turned into mildew. So it's like, hold up. Okay, ain't nobody clean the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Well, what's going on? And so Didi started saying, okay. And it was like, okay, now I gotta. But it's your complaining that she's hearing. It's your acting a certain way that she's seeing. So I'm just trying to tell you, do yourself a favor. Don't follow the check. Follow the machine that's making the check. And make sure that you're not needy. Make sure you're in a position where hit Vontrell, hey, great season. We need to whatever. Yeah. I'm thinking about Vontrell, and like, you made a decision. And if this decision goes well, we cool. If it don't, so I want to support you in it.
Yeah.
So I call head coach assistant. Daughter was like, hey, I'm here. Well, I put myself in a position where it's like, I know how serious this is.
Yeah.
I'm here, whatever you need. But most of you just sitting back going, ain't nobody say nothing to me. Ain't nobody calling me. Ain't nobody, bro, why don't you know that this is the year where if we don't go to the playoffs, why don't you know that everybody getting fired?
Everybody.
How don't you know that? Like, you work for the team.
Because you're getting your participation check.
You getting that participation check, and it's
wow.
Give me a word, see. I don't know the word to use, but it's almost like when a snake bites you and it may not hurt, but the venom is inside of you and it's slowly but surely killing you. That every time you get that participation check, you don't realize it, but it's slowly but surely killing you.
Lulling you to sleep.
That's the word I'm looking for.
What is it?
Yeah.
You just love. Yeah,
it's
that check
Rock
coming.
My baby.
Listen, and that's what me and Carl had that conversation the other day. I was like, I don't know what that's like.
Yeah.
I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. I never had no check that was just like, oh yeah, you just wake up and get a check. So I don't operate in that thing. There's nothing wrong with it. But what we're telling you is, here's the crazy thing.
It's dangerous.
You're not even dangerous.
That's what it is.
Dangerous.
No control. You think you getting over on them?
Correct.
But really, it's that slow venom.
You know what I told Paul? I was like, man, yo,
slow venom.
You hear people, you hear people who hate their job, right? You like, man, I hate that job. And it's crazy. As much as we was ready to leave Michigan State and all of that, he never like hated being no advisor. And Maul never hated being a police officer. You know why? You know, and I used to be like, Maul, I wonder, like Maul used to be like, yeah, I'm about to go to work. And I used to be like, man, you police, that's something. Like, but Maul was never relying on them. He was using them, not letting them use him.
Exactly.
So when you have a different relationship, like that's where the 9 to 5 millionaire came from. Maul was like, I used them as an investor for my dream. You using your 9 to 5 as the dream, the investor, source. And the whole everything.
Yeah, whole source.
Right.
And that's scary because then you give them permission to feed you give them permission to starve you.
Yeah.
So Maul was there saying, this is an investor in my dream. When we was at Michigan State, let me tell you something. I always tease E about being a 3. What was your salary at Michigan State? Seriously.
I probably had gotten up to maybe 60-something thousand.
Okay, and it started where? How much would you?
About 35, 40.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
36.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mine came way later than yours, though. And I only started.
But I promise you.
What was yours?
I came 2005.
Oh, no. I was 2000.
Yeah.
At no point, probably since I met E, you were doing double that salary outside of that, correct?
No question, yeah.
He was over 100,000 when I met him. So I'm telling you, the relationship with the job was different because I'm using this as we getting our education. I'm about to get his master's. I'm going to get a PhD. And we're using this job, and we're going to do a great job while we're here, but we're using this to fund what we really ultimately want to do.
Exactly.
So Maul was at the police going, all right, I'm taking this check, and me and Camille are building these daycares, and we are starting this real estate portfolio, and I'm doing this security company. So the relationship you have when you're using it as opposed to it using you is different. So you see these other people, they getting used by the job, so they come home, I hate this, I got to go back, I'm tired, I'm ready to quit this stupid thing, my boss talking to me crazy. So your entire outlook has shifted. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we tell you. It's not. I promise you,
bro.
And that's why I love the fact that Maul came on here because nobody really had no job other than Maul. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
so Maul was able to say like, "Yo,
had a 9 to 5. We got a job."
No,
let me say we working, Maul.
I ain't never really had no job like that. No, I ain't never really had no job like that.
I was gonna say one of the deepest things that Maul, I don't even know if you remember, this was years ago. Like I'm talking about 2018, 2017, something like that. But we had a conversation and Maul said to me, Carl, the problem that you have is that you go into people's worlds. Same concept. He's like, you go into their world, and now because of who you are, you're doing everything to make everybody else's world better. He's like, bruh, I'm not trying to be a jerk or nothing, but it's my life. I bring people into my world. And I was like, what? Revolutionary for me. Because I didn't even think like that. I'm just trying to be a helpful.
You got to create a world you got to create a world
and
to bring people into.
And right. But when you said that to me, I was like, oh, wow. Like that shifted things for me because it's like, yo, no. Like, and for most of us out there, the participation trophy is you going into somebody else's world and just living in their world. And you forget or you believe that in 30 years, you're going to be able to live your world.
Absolutely.
That's what you believe.
Absolutely.
You're going to live in 30 years.
Listen, you know what's crazy? Listen, even here's the thing. Sometimes,
somebody
especially
that concept.
They did,
especially
because they knew too. They knew it, bro.
You want to know what's crazy, y'all?
The trick of the devil.
I didn't even realize this because I don't know nothing about no corporate stuff. But you know, before Candace retired, GE started doing all of these cuts, right? You know who was getting cut?
Middle management, CEO.
No, the people close to retirement, probably.
Nope,
because they don't want.
They start cutting people randomly. You know, crazy enough. I was like, who? I was like, they gonna fire you? I was hoping they did at the time. I was like, I'm ready for you to be done anyway. And she was like, no, I'm not getting fired. You know who was getting fired? They started with the highest salaries.
Yeah, and that's why I say
They
the
just
people
yeah,
close to retirement.
Yeah.
Those are normally the highest salary.
Maybe,
people.
yeah, but I'm saying it was the highest salaries.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Bro, they was just like they was like, we good. You making 100K, we good. You making 300,000?
Yeah,
Because we can get 3 employees to your one.
Easy.
It makes sense.
I'm just telling you.
And if I get rid of the 300 and you stay as the 100, you're willing to do whatever you need to do to stay, to keep your 100 and not
And then
get
we're going to
fired.
put the carrot of 300.
She was like, it was all her bosses getting fired.
Of course.
Yeah, nobody, her people, they was all straight. It was
That's
her bosses'
crazy.
bosses and them getting fired. They was like, you got to go. She was like, man, it's crazy. We got the big dogs. I was like, she was like, no, they ain't saying nothing to me. They ain't worried about this little 120. They like, you good.
Because you're doing the most work, too.
Yeah,
You
doing 3 of them is $1 million.
Yeah.
There it is.
I get rid of 3 of them. I got
And you're doing the
So I'm
most work.
saying, these are people who at one point were producing.
assets, but now it's a liability. Now you're a liability because of how much I have.
So
to
I'm
pay
telling you that we're just saying this is the dangers of falling into the system and not having a system that can fund you outside of that. If you give them permission to feed you, you give them permission to starve.
Well, you know, we've been taught. You told me, hey, if you're going to do real estate portfolio, you have to have a diversified portfolio.
Absolutely.
So then why do I have a diversified thing and I'm not diversified? Why would my things be diversified but I'm not?
Yeah.
Like, it don't even make sense. So for me, it's like, yeah, somebody could just, man, I'm going to tell you, the one thing I learned when people blow up, bruh, I knew people before they blew up. And we had one kind of relationship. Sometimes when people blow up, bro, it's a different relationship, bro. Like, they not answering your call. They ain't feeling you like they was feeling you when they needed you. It's just real. I don't take it personal. It don't got nothing to do with me. C said it. I got my table.
that's it.
So I don't need to eat at nobody else's table in order for me to do what I want to do. But I will say this to you. This is why it's important to diversify. Because if they leave you, then you're not. So listen to me. I didn't do this exercise one day. Literally called Brandon and asked Brandon, hey, Brandon, in the last 3 years, where have I know what I make, but how many checks have it taken me to get to that?
Yeah.
You feel me? Brandon might say, in 1 year, you spoke in 50 different gigs. I'm diversified, which means what? If come next year, 10 of them don't want to fool with me, I can still eat. Auburn keep calling me back. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I went back to Texas A&M. There are companies that I work for, corporate, that they keep calling me back. Bro, I've been with Nike for I don't know how long. I've been doing that, whatever. So I'm just saying, I diversify so that absolute power corrupts absolutely. I don't remember nothing else I remember 2 stories. My man that burnt up his ship.
The ships.
I remember that story in high school. He burnt his ship up. I remember that. Like, okay, E, you got to go kamikaze. And 2, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to give one person all the power, because if I give that one company all the power, they cut it from under me. Now, so why are you upset? You're not upset because you got fired. You're upset with yourself because you didn't diversify.
Could I help somebody out?
You can.
So
you must, you will.
Yeah, because I just, every time we talk, I feel like I want to make sure y'all not beating up on my 9-to-5ers, and I want to be able to help them out. Because that's me, right? Yeah, we gonna work for the company, right? And by you having your 9-to-5, they're not saying quit your 9-to-5.
Not at all.
You keep your 9-to-5 and still diversify.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the cheat code. All I did is nothing, bro. All I did was follow. I've once read that the average millionaire has at least 7 streams of income. Diversified, right? Boom. Earned income is one of those streams. So that's your 9-to-5. That's your job. Earned income. Roll with that. That's your first investor. Bruh, you got rental income. So as a police officer, okay, cool, earned income. All right, I'm just going to take some of this money and invest it in the rental income. I'm going to reinvest it in real estate. Then I'm going to be able to diversify and get another check coming from tenants. Dividend income. What's that? Dividend income. I'm a police officer. How could I get dividend income? I gotta go work for a company. Nah. All you gotta do is just take some of this money and invest it in the stock market now. Divest it in a Roth IRA. Divest it invest it into a mutual fund so you can get dividend income. All right, cool. That's 3. Interest income. All right, I got my money in the bank, right? 4% interest on my money in a savings account, high yield savings account. So now I'm getting interest income. I'm at 4 streams right there. And then all right, what else can I do to diversify? Business income. All right, cool. What business income? All right, yep, start a business. All right, cool, Camille. Let's start a daycare center since we got babies now. And then let's get some money coming from that. I'm at 5 streams of income already. And then the 6, we're gonna go with profit income. What is profit income? Is when you buy something at a low point, you add some sweat equity to it, and then you sell it at a profit. What could I do? I could start flipping properties. I could buy properties that's boarded up in the community while I'm working as my earned income as a police officer, and I could flip properties and make a profit from there. And then the seventh one is royalty income. Royalty income, you're on YouTube every day. Create something where people will pay you for your intellectual property. That's all you got to do is follow the 7 streams of income to diversify while you're still working your 9 to 5.
Okay, now make sure you understand this, Maul. And I never say this.
Broke it all the way down for you.
I was working a 9 to 5, Maul. He speaks about a 9 to 5. He never really worked a 9 to 5 like that.
He was talking about it yesterday.
He was with me, but he knows. I never thought we was gonna leave it. I never thought we was gonna leave, and we never wanted to leave.
Yeah,
I'm just being honest with you. We never really wanted to leave. It didn't work out for us. But like, that's how we blew up. You talk about the Advantage program in all the videos. You talk about the equipment. We use the equipment
from the university.
We had 7 streams. They just weren't producing no income.
Yeah, so
we
I'm
had
just saying,
7 streams.
Yeah, you feel what I'm just saying?
I had 19 of them.
I never wanted to leave my 9 to 5.
They just weren't producing.
And you didn't have to though.
Yeah.
You didn't have to. Like I said, the 7 streams work, and if you do it right,
we had to.
we had to.
But if you do it right for the person listening, if you do it right,
we didn't know Maul back then. We probably.
I'm saying, Maul, it wasn't us.
Yeah.
The environment became so toxic.
Yeah.
Like maybe nothing changed for you as a police officer, but it got so toxic, and they was sabotage.
Yeah.
So we had.
Oh, they tried to sabotage me on
yeah.
these
Okay.
properties.
All right.
But I'm just.
Yeah. We just want you to know though. I want CV said like we were just.
He want to have a job so bad.
We liked it, bro.
He went to some 3rd graders at Wood Creek. They whooped him. He was out of there in a month and a half.
Yeah. I stayed in Wood Creek my whole time to become a teacher. I had to serve somewhere. It was my right.
When he found out you couldn't lay hands on them little dogs,
it was hard. But we could do it at Michigan State.
Yeah.
We could lay hands on them kids, but it just got crazy. But so we too come from a
construct.
Yeah, that construct where you work. And we was working and trying to do TGIM and some other stuff. And
so you had a 9 to 5?
I did. Michigan State was a 9 to 5. And I did it from 2005 to maybe 2010. So for 5 years, I had a 9 to 5. Yeah, that's some time.
Because people be asking me all the time, like, Mom, how'd you do 20 years as a police officer? And I was like, yo, if you look at it, dog,
they would have gave them checks, we would have still been there.
Really?
If they would have created, like if they would have let me become the director of that.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember, I tried to become the director of the department. If I would have been made director, we would have still, I don't know if we would still be there right now, but we would have been there a few more years for sure.
She was like, I don't know.
Doing it 20 years, dog.
I mean, I've been wherever he was, so.
If I would have got that gig, Ma, I didn't get the gig.
No, we would have turned that whole
we would have turned the program around. Yeah, we would have.
I was just thinking from a university perspective real quick, bro, they got the concept of tenure.
Yeah.
Like, so again, Ma, we talking about how they have something that pulls you in.
Yep.
Funny enough, so Tamisha was like, I'm not. And
it ain't even nothing to really pull you in. It's something so you don't leave to go to somebody else. It's all a trick.
But the same thing with GE as you were talking about, I just remembered, so there was a point where Tamisha was teaching a bunch of classes. She's like, yo, I'm not interested in tenure track. And again, she's thinking different. Like, I'm not trying to be there like that. I'm trying to have my family and raise my family and be something else. Like, I'm not interested in going that route. But what happened a couple of years ago, she was still teaching, associate professor or whatever. So she was doing some online classes. She was doing some evening classes. Bro, they literally brought back, they literally called there, because what's happening is all the tenured faculty, they don't even teach no more.
Mm-hmm.
They are doing research, their own thing. And the university's kind of like, what GE is like, yo, we paying y'all and y'all not even here.
Nope.
So they literally cut all of the associate professors and all that. And it was like, no, y'all got to come back and teach. You got to come back and work and earn this. So it's just like, and again, to your point, even the flip of GE, now they've fired everybody else in the middle. And brought them back. So it's like, there still is no security for you outside of this. Like, I don't care what you said, tenure, whatever. You still under somebody else's control. And until you get to the point where you bringing it in your life, you stuck.
Yeah, you stuck, bro.
Man. Yes, sir. Let's go. Church announcements. We got Forward. You know, shout out to Forward and also Anchored.
And that's the first level of growing. Church.
Yeah.
So don't say we don't got money, we ain't got this. We're literally doing a service
that's costing us flying, whatever costing us to do, to put people in a situation where you can get the first level of shaking my hand. Well, C usually leave. I'm gonna say shake.
No, I told you, anchored.
Okay,
He gonna be
Come on.
anchored.
Yeah, I'm anchored. I'm in there.
He gonna be
I'm in there. I'm
anchored. We
taking
gonna make
every
sure.
picture. I'm talking about every single one.
So make sure you're in the building.
Yes.
$99, I think, bro. You get an entry for $99, and then if you've been with us for a while, you're already grandfathered in. You get a complimentary ticket. So it's like, bro, it's no excuse, bro.
Yeah. So September 20th, Atlanta, Georgia.
One day, so you can fly in that day, get it, and then drive back to the crib.
Yeah.
You don't need no hotel. You ain't got to spend no money on whatever. I think for the VIP or whatever it is, they getting free food. So it's like, come on, no
Yeah,
excuse.
come hang out with us. All the fellas will be in the building. We might do a little live pod situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
everybody
Maybe
gonna
I
be
talk to Moose and see.
Sure.
Okay.
Is Carl, look.
Yes, sir.
You know Carl.
I'm here.
Carl get a little.
Why you do this, dog? Why you say everybody gonna be there and he gonna look at me? He look over this.
I saw I saw them all on the flyer, so I know he gonna be there.
I forgot.
He don't.
Sometimes Maul, sometimes Maul like Bobby Brown in the group. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
right.
Bobby Brown had his own concert.
Yeah.
You know, it's mine for rocking it.
Listen,
Like, what you doing? I already got a concert.
Man, I've been away for the last 8 months with these hips.
Yeah,
I'm back now.
We back.
God
we
is
back.
good.
So yeah, September 20th. Make sure y'all pull up. Also, London, October 4th.
Yeah.
Next Level Speakers.
We come.
If you are in the UK,
we come.
All right.
We crossing the pond.
Go to nextlevelspeakers.com. We are coming to London.
See,
UK.
we'll be taking pictures in London.
For sure. You know I gotta show love to my UK
We'll
brother.
be taking pictures.
Last year was off the chain. You don't want to miss it. If you are in London, listen, the Hip Hop Preacher is going to be in the building. I'm going to be in the building. We're going to teach. We're going to have a good time. It's going to be dope. Y'all going to love it. Make sure you are out there October 4th. London, UK. All right. So, other than that, I think that is about it. Go to Make Real Estate Real
Hey, man, can I say something with
Get
that?
you some of them streams.
Hey, y'all, you heard it. The Feds, they about to cut interest rates come next month. It's about to happen. That means that everybody is about to go run to go buy properties. I hope my Make Real Estate Real people.
Look at Carl. Look at Carl. Look at Carl.
Come on.
It's about
Carl, let me say something. Carl's gonna come in here.
I'm gonna say this,
on
dog.
y'all.
I hope y'all been listening.
Come on.
I hope, because I said this, and we're gonna pull the film up or whatever. When I said this over a year ago, when the interest rates drop, everybody gonna be running to go buy. Who got inventory to sell?
Who got the inventory?
Who got the
keys to the G?
When I say who got the inventory to sell, and a lot of y'all might be like, man, Ma, we ain't really seen you out there. We ain't seen you.
Yeah.
Bro, all we've been doing is fixing up properties.
Getting ready.
That's it. And when I tell you we're fixing up properties, we have an inventory of properties, dog, because now everybody about to come. So I hope all my investors, because when interest rates are low is when we sell. When interest rates are high, that's when we buy.
The candy shop.
Come on.
We got the candy in the candy shop. Let's go.
Hey, we out of here. We love you, Will. See you next week.
Let's go.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself, right? Make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discounts. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback on how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.